I am Hyper Super Sora, and Pain, you fucking madman, after 4.5 years, you finally got new Volcanic support. Now I'm here to riff on it and make sure it's horrible. Let's get started. Volcanic Emperor, level 8 Pyro Effect monster with 3100 attack and 2400 defense. Cannot be normal summon or set. Must be special summon him from your hand or graveyard by banishing 3 Pyro type monsters or 1 Blaze Accelerator card that is face up on your field or in your graveyard. You can only special summon a Volcanic Emperor once per turn. Okay? First effect, when this card is special summoned with the above procedure, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. For each banished Pyro type monster, then you can set 1 Volcanic Trap directly from your deck. Second effect, each time your opponent special summons a monster, inflict 500 damage to them. Volcanic Emperor gets a good. Big burn damage because of banished Pyro type monsters. It banishes those Pyro types to do it itself. And getting a trap card from your deck, depending on what the trap is really good. And pay your taxes, everyone. It's a burn deck. It's going to be fine. Good. What's the next card? Volcanic Trooper, level 3 Pyro Effect monster with 1000 attack and defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card once per turn. Okay. First effect, if this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 Volcanic card from your deck to your hand except another copy of itself. Slap a ban worthy on that. Everyone's going to be playing 3 of this no matter what. Second effect, you can discard 1 card, special summon 1 Bomber token, Pyro Fire, level 1, on attack and defense of 1000, to your opponent's side of the field. Also, when the token is destroyed, inflict 500 burn damage to the player who controls it. They like to blow stuff up and they like to burn. Keep that ban worthy. Everyone's going to play 3 Trooper in a Volcanic deck. Everyone. Hell, they could probably even do Volcanic Engines with this. Yeah, ban worthy. What's the next one? Volcanic Rimfire? Level 1 Pyro Effect monster with 300 attack and 0 defense. Okay. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can activate the following effects. You can only use each of the following effects once per turn. Banish this card from your graveyard, and if you do, send 1 Volcanic monster from your deck to your grave. Foolish Burial. Great. Then the next effect is, banish 1 Blaze Accelerator card from your face-up field or graveyard, and if you do, place 1 continuous Blaze Accelerator spell or trap from your deck into your spell and trap card zone. Let's put another ban worthy on that. It's a great Foolish Burial target, and a bit of spoiler alerts. The Volcanic deck destroys and sends stuff to graveyard quite often, so this is going to get your accelerators. And another Foolish. For other things. Rimfire. Ban worthy. Pretty goddamn good. Next we have some new spells. What do we got? Volcanic Blaze Accelerator. Continuous spell. You can activate this card by sending 1 Blaze Accelerator card from your hand, deck, or face up on the field to the graveyard. First, you can only control 1 of this card. One of this face-up card, my apologies. Second thing, once per turn, or during your main phase, you can special summon 1 Volcanic monster from your hand. Why not say Engrave? If Eternal Souls is good enough to say Engrave, then surely Volcanics can say Engrave too. Fuck. Third effect, once per turn you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, send 1 level 1. Wait a minute, wasn't that last one a level 1? Yeah. Pyro monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, destroy that target. Volcanic Blaze Accelerator is going to get a good. I don't think it's that great, especially since this doesn't replace the original Blaze Accelerator, which isn't good, but it's just a different Blaze Accelerator, which, in my opinion, the deck doesn't really need. They need good Blaze Accelerators. But it's good enough to at least play it as a one of, and I think you have ways of cheating it onto the board too. So, good enough. Speaking of ways of cheating your Blaze accelerators, next spell. Fire Ejection. Normal spell. You can only activate this card once per turn. Send one Pyro-type monster from your deck to the grave. Ban-worthy. And then, if you send a Volcanic monster, you can apply the following effects. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to the level of monster times 100. Okay, burn. Special summon one of the bomber tokens to your opponent's side of the field, and if it's destroyed, inflict 500 damage to the person who controls it. This just gets a ban-worthy purely on the fact that they gave Pyro monsters a free Foolish Burial. So the next big Pyro deck is going to look at this and go, we can break this. And that's kind of sad. Seeing how Volcanics needed this stuff, and yeah, it does more things in Volcanics, but free Foolish Burial is still free Foolish Burial. Next we got some traps. Or was it just one? I don't remember. Volcanic Inferno. Continuous trap. You can only activate the first and second effect of this card once per turn. First effect. When a monster your opponent controls activates an effect, you can banish one Pyro-type monster from your graveyard and inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Then, if you banish a Volcanic monster, you can negate the effect. You see, this is better. Other than the last one that was just purely great generically, and yeah, had some stuff to do with Volcanics, this one is kind of bad generically and does really well with Volcanics. Although I wish it was an Omni negate and not just a monster negate. Oh well, what can you do? Bitch and complain on the internet like I do. During your opponent's end phase, this is its second effect, you can target up to 2 Volcanic monsters that are banished or in the graveyard. Place them to the bottom of the deck in any order. I mean, it prevents you from decking out, but you mostly care about that monster effect negation. It will get a good, it's barely a good hood. But what do I think about these Volcanic cards? Most of them are good. Most of them are great even. I could see engines with this. I could see the next Pyro deck taking advantage of the Pyro Foolish Burial. That actually requires them to actually make a Pyro deck though. But it's not important what I think. It's important what you guys think, and more importantly what Payne thinks. He went through 4.5 years without them getting support, so you better like it. Anyway, leave a like on the video if you liked it. Hit subscribe to see more of being a pain in the ass, because I needed to re-record this. And hit that little notification bell to see when I upload all the time. Until next time, I've been Hyper Super Sora. Sayonara.